guys, how you doing? It's Henry, Mowers and Blowers. It's a cold day today here in Long Island. It's 28 degrees. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the single digits. Still no snow. And it's supposed to warm up into the 50s the following week. So as we wind down February, it doesn't look like we're going to get any snow in the month of February. Which is unfortunate because I almost feel like, why am I living here in New York? The reason why I like New York is because it's a four-season type of state, you know, where you can experience the heat in the summer and the nice cool days in the autumn, right, in the fall, and then you have snow, you know, the change of seasons. That's what's appealing to me. But if I'm only going to be in the torture of cold and not experience the snow, why do we spend all our money here in New York with the high cost of living being in New York and high property taxes, high cost of living, enduring the northeast winters, and we still don't have any snow? Doesn't make any sense. So, you know, the wife and I were having a conversation about, you know, when my son graduates from college, my daughter goes away to college, what are we going to do in this house? Just the two of us, you know, and Boba. Paying over 10 grand in property taxes. So we're kind of like thinking about places to move in 4 years, you know. So there's Florida, South Carolina. I don't know how South Carolina is going to deal with Asian family moving in next door, you know. They're not exactly the most diverse state in the country, you know. But you know, I've met a lot of friends from South Carolina as subscribers on YouTube, so, you know, who knows, maybe I'll go visit South Carolina and check out the situation, you know. Then there's Nevada. I could see myself in Las Vegas. I used to have kind of a gambling problem, but ever since I got married with children, I realized that the money that I might lose gambling, the amount of things that you could buy from that with that money, you know. So I stopped gambling aside from sports betting here and there, you know. But Las Vegas would be great because I could see myself buying like a small house, you know, maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms just for the wife and I, maybe the dog, right? And I'd have like 2 acres or something of flat land, and I could just like landscape all day, play with my machines. I don't know if I would do well in Las Vegas though, because I don't know if there's a scarcity of machines just lying around for free, you know. I don't know if that's like that there, you know. It's definitely like that here in the East Coast, you know, where you find plenty of stuff for free out here, but I don't know about there. Then my wife wants to move to Los Angeles, and I says, Los Angeles? Are you crazy? Property taxes over there and cost of living is just as much as New York, you know, not to mention they have earthquakes. She goes, yeah, but it's nice there all year. And I have a lot of family there. My brother lives in LA. I have like a ton of, you know, aunts and uncles and cousins who live in Nevada and California. So, you know, who knows. Anyway, the reason why I'm here, there I go, talking about myself. This is the 14th episode, 21 horsepower opposed twin rebuild engine that I did, right? As you guys know, the back access cover has a small oil leak. And now that I look around, right, sump gaskets look like they might be leaking a little bit too, you know. So I just took a wrench and a breaker bar, and I went around the entire engine with the half-inch wrench. I can turn them all like a quarter turn, so they really weren't torqued down very tight, you know. And then I remembered back from my videos is that I was so frustrated with the duration of time that it took me to rebuild this project, right, that I never torqued them down. I just used the impact and went beep, 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 you know. And that usually gets to about 200 inch-pounds, you know, of torque. So I thought it was good enough, but, you know, I just torqued them all down with my hand, you know, and as tight as I could turn it, and that's definitely more than 200 inch-pounds, or equivalent to 18.5 foot-pounds. So maybe that'll stop the leak. It's too cold really to take off that thing, and if I just fix the back access cover, right, I still have to get to the sump if it still leaks, you know. So I don't know. In the meantime, this bothers me a lot. You know how I just spray painted this thing green? I'm gonna take some brake cleaner and try to wipe off the excess right at this line so it doesn't look messy like that. In the meantime, my other opposed twin, I know, right? Never-ending tractors. This is my 19.5 opposed twin. This is the one that doesn't have a deck on it. So I've never messed with this engine. All right, it just I mean, aside from getting it running, I got it through a trade. I think I traded my second Jacobson snowblower for it. Came home and I cleaned the carburetor, and this thing ran. And as you guys saw in the summertime, I used this to pull my aerator as well as my trailer, and you know, it's been kind of like a utility tractor. There's always been tons of Earl just encased all around the bottom there, and I think in the summer when I was running it, it looked like the sump gaskets were kind of leaking, and I just used that same wrench that I used to do the other one. Man, I could turn the screws almost half a turn on each. So maybe I fixed it, maybe I didn't, but it needed torquing of the bolts for sure. I just went through all the bolts again. Went through with a 1/2-inch socket, and see if we'll stop all the leaky gaskets on this one in the summer when I whip out the power washer. Spray the whole thing clean so that we can check for leaks. So I just tightened up all the bolts here. I guess I'm just doing some field repairs today because my daughter and wife came back from Washington from visiting my son over in Washington, Washington State that is, for the long weekend. Kids are out of school for a week. So I don't want to start up the engine. They just came in on the all-nighter, so I'm not going to run engines all day, you know what I mean? So I'm taping this part off over here because when I wipe this stuff, I don't want to wipe off the nose parts. Like, why am I wasting time wiping it down? I'm just gonna bake the whole damn thing, you know what I mean? It's a lot easier. I don't know how well it's gonna cure in this weather, but just leave it out here for a while. Something else needs to be done to this one. As you can see, the seat is trashed. It's gonna be really difficult to repair that, you know? Gorilla tape or not, I mean, half the cushion's gone, you know? As you can see here, regular duct tape just won't do it. Gotta use the Gorilla tape with the heat treatment. So after inspecting my hoard, I do need 2 batteries. I need to paint a couple of decks, so I need some quick color paint. So I think I might have to just go to Home Depot and Walmart, try to get those batteries. I only have 1 core, so I might have to just spend the $5 extra to get one. Kind of desperate right now for batteries. Mailbag. I ordered this silly thing on eBay. It's basically like a clip that holds my camera so I can get to kind of crazy places. Like, you know, whenever I'm riding my I'm test driving one of my lawn tractors around the block to see if it runs and stuff. I'm always holding my camera with one hand, steering with the other. I want one of these clip things. These will make for interesting videos. You know, the angle of how you hold your camera while you're riding the mower. It's really cheap feeling and chintzy, you know. The wire is actually kind of strong though. Takes a little bit of force to move it around, you know. This thing seems kind of cheap. Of course it's cheap. It's from China. So you put this here, put the ball in there, tighten the ball. So you put your cell phone camera in there, see? So it grips it. And then you could kind of place this on the tractor somewhere. You guys following what I'm saying? Holy cow. Broke. See? Broke, but it's still usable because it's a wire in here, basically. Well, I think I paid $8 for it. I wanted to try it, you know? So if that holds the phone like that, I don't know. You guys know? I don't know. Waste of $8? What do you think? I mean, I'll try it, you know, someday. So here's a for instance. If I'm riding this tractor around the block, right? Instead of holding it, I could clip it onto the grill here and have this wire like that pointed at me while I'm riding. See what I mean? So now the camera's on the mount, right? And I'll be riding and you can see this angle. But then again, if you're going over bumps and stuff, I don't know. It was $8. I'll try it next time. Well, looks like I'm off to Home Depot and Walmart. Well, so never mind. I'm not going to Walmart. Why? Just saved me a trip because I called them first to make sure that they had. I actually need 4 of them, and I only have 1 core. So I'll be paying $28 each for them instead of my usual $22 because you get $5 for the core, $27 each. So I need 4. 1 for my van, 1 for this, and 2 tractors in the back. And I only have 1 core. So that's $15 extra, not to mention the fact that they don't even have any in stock. And it's been like that for the past month or so. So I think that because of the weather, most people are thinking, ooh, spring's around the corner, we're not getting any snow, let me tune up my tractor. Oh, the battery's dead? I need to go get some batteries. Wow, only $21.87 at Walmart? I'm going to buy 2. So there's obviously a sooner than later demand for these batteries because people are getting ready for spring already. And then Walmart didn't anticipate the lack of cold weather or lack of snow that we're getting. And that spring may be rolling around the corner a little bit sooner than anticipated. So that's why they're out of stock at all the local Walmarts around here of my $21.87 batteries. So you know what? I'm not in dire need of a battery right now. I've got 10 lawn tractors back there with fresh batteries. Right? I'll just rip one out of one of them just to get one going, sell them as needed, and then when I get some cores, I'll go back to Walmart when they have any in stock and get them. But today, I guess it'll just be a relaxing day for me. You know, like I said, my wife and daughter are back home, and I really don't have all that much to do anymore, other than the fact that Jason's Horde is still back there. I've got a John Deere JS63 lawnmower that I need to get going, but I can't do anything until he gives me back the engine I gave him, because I have a feeling I'm going to need parts from that engine to make that JS63. Also, there's a Homelight Edger that looks like it's in great shape, but I need the gas tank for me to put it together. Also, there's that yucky green 4-stroke Craftsman single-stage snowblower that he gave me, but I need the chute for that too. I was just looking at it before. I don't even know if that's worth fixing because it's got like cracks and stuff all over. Somebody's jigged something, and I don't even know if it's worth the time. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But that's just me today, fixing up some loose ends, some painting, tightening the bolts on two opposed twin engines that seem to have gasket leaks, and so I just tightened them all down. Some field work today, if you will, which is a lousy day for field work because it's freezing out, you know. But thanks a lot for joining me. Nice short episode today. You don't have to sit through an hour. But hopefully you guys have seen my recent videos lately. If you notice, there's a lot more graphic stuff with it, you know, and also a combination of splices and edits, you know, just to make some more interesting videos. If you guys will see at the end of this video, I'm gonna also put that 30-second edit spot back in there again. I'm gonna use it quite often because personally I think it's pretty good, you know. It took me all day to do it because of the editing, you know. Getting each frame just to less than a second, splicing it all together, merging some music with it along with graphics and words and text, you know. It's very interesting, a lot of fun, you know. You ready? I did it all with my cell phone, all of it, including the clickbait thumbnail. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great
See you guys
Next time on
Mowers and Blowers.